everybody, my name is Craig. Well, today I'll talk about a really important topic. Things that some kinds of toxic parent can say that can affect a child's life in the childhood stage. As nearly everybody know, childhood is the most important stage in your life. It maybe it's not the longest stage, but it's the most important one because it affects on how you are going to be and what you're going to be in the future when you're in your adulthood. And this and if there's any bad impression in their childhood life, then it can even properly affect for forever in their head. So, what are the 5 things that parents should try to stop saying to their kids to make them to have a perfect child life? Okay, let's go. First, offense their appearance or use words that are offensive towards their appearance. Like, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too short, your hair is not beautiful. There are a lot of kinds of ways to just tell them that they should fix themselves up. You are already looking good, but if you can fix up your hair, it'll be way better. It is a way to help them to approve, to improve their appearance, not just by offense their appearance, to make them understand that, oh, I'm looking really bad right now. I need to fix myself. But even if you really does say about their appearance, they're just kids. They doesn't usually know about how to fix themselves. They just know that, oh, my parents say so. That means I'm not beautiful like other. That means I'll be so strange. That's what a kid that faces problem can think about. And that could affect to their whole childhood to until their adulthood because they could think that I shall change myself into what my parents like because they doesn't like my parents. That means people around me want to. So that's the first part. Next, questions toward actions. You can maybe have some questions to their weird actions or to their weird behaviors. Like when they're chatting with their friends, they could use some kind of like teenager languages, or they could have different way of body language to talk with their friends so that not a lot of adults will understand them. And a lot of adults will just think of that as something stupid and something that is a total waste of time. And sometimes even parents could ask, why do you eat that? Why do you walk like that? Why do you talk like that? Right? And if those parents really say so, that will affect the kids a lot because they think, I'm looking so strange. Maybe I should change. Without even thinking that changing that part could make them in becoming somebody different, not becoming themselves. Next is selfish wishes. Does any parent that you've seen say any selfish wishes? Like, I wish I have never born you, or a lot of other things more like that? If those parents really say those selfish wishes, then that will make the kids to think that I have no reason to be alive for. And that could lead them to really sad issues that will need a lot of help not just from people around, but also from the parents or from the people that says those selfish wishes. And and actually, those kids could even try to attempt suicide if they face too much of those unwanted wishes. The next one is unhealthy comparison. I think that probably your parents must have once or more compared you with people around you, right? Maybe if comparing that you are better than them, it could maybe something usual, right? But in this case, it is comparing that you are not like them. Look at Miss Brown's son. He's really smart. And what about you? You just stay at home and play video game all day. And that will help to make the kids think that they are never good enough. And also, if you're comparing siblings together, that would be a bigger problem. Why? Because if you compare siblings together, not just your feelings with your parents is being decreased, but also the feeling of you and your sibling is being decreased because you always think your sibling as your enemy, not somebody that loves you and spend time with you. So that could help to affect the siblings a lot. So parents, please try to stop comparing your kids, especially comparing them with their own sibling. And the last one is empty promises. Did your parents ever say, I'll bring you there next time, or I'll buy you some ice cream later, and next time or later, and there's never next time or later? Never next time or later? That means never those promises would be true. Sometimes some parents just think that if I promise with her, then she probably won't be sad. And I could just easily doesn't make the promise. It won't cost my time and she won't be sad at all. But actually it's wrong. And it also could make the kids to think that it's a usual kind of habit. And in the future, they could even try to break promises with other people because they try to follow you. So try to stop these before it's too late. So today we've talked about the 5 things that toxic parents says. And as I've said, all of these things can affect our childhood life at every way and in every time. So try to stop these. Try to think about yourself again and see if your kids really does deserves those unwanted sentences in your daily life. Okay? So that's all for today's topic. Goodbye. Have a good mood.